Hey guys, today we're talking about partner preferences, and I'm going to talk about a few things. One, along with what Sophie said, I am myself a self-victimizer in that I convince myself that guys I deem to be more socially attractive than myself, or fit, or athletic, or whatever, I convince myself that they could never be interested in me because I am fat. And it actually pains me that myself, Sophie, and other people I know deal with that. Even my friend today, we were talking about it at work. There's a guy who she can't even speak to him in her class because he is a fitness education major, and she is intimidated by that and assumes that because she's bigger, he won't be interested in her. And that is the worst fucking thing ever. Only second to being right. Very recently, in fact, I was interested in a guy who I was led to believe had a genuine interest in me, and while that may have been true, he was not ready for a public, open relationship with someone who was fat, is pretty much what I've boiled it down to. And I can only assume that it's similar to someone who's openly gay in a relationship with someone who is in the closet. You want to have an open, honest relationship with people, and you can't. And it fucking hurts. It hurts a lot. I also kind of want to talk about the discrimination that I know I perpetrate, which is against guys who almost solely date fat girls. Which is, like, terrible, because I've convinced myself that the only reason they like me is because I'm fat, and somehow, because they've been attracted to fat women in the past, it diminishes the interest that they have in me, which is totally and completely unfair to them. I've only dated guys who typically date thin girls. I've been the exception to the rule, and somehow in that, I've convinced myself that those are the only guys who are genuine, are the ones that make exceptions for me. But it shouldn't be like that. I realize now that I don't want somebody to like me or love me despite the fact that I'm fat. I want them to like me and love me because I'm fat and hilarious and intelligent and dope as shit. And I want them to love my body not because it's fat, but because it's me. And that's who I am as a package. I don't think that liking typically fat men or typically fat women is a fetish. I think it's like you can be drawn to people with blue eyes or brown hair. I think it's one of those things that exceptions to your patterns can be made for people you find to be a nice counterpart to yourself. I think that people who put themselves in the mindset that they can only like people who look a certain way are missing out on awesome people. Because I've had people who I know I've judged on appearance, and they have blown me away with how amazing of a person they are. And I've also had people who I find stunningly gorgeous and whoops, and are terrible, terrible people. And also vice versa. I think that not all people are capable of enjoying and experiencing the beauty of all types of people, because they've pigeonholed themselves to liking brunettes or fat girls or skinny girls or blondes or whatever. And it makes for a boring life. Indeed, indeed. Have a good weekend. See you later. I look like a goth chick. This reminds me of high school. Hey guys, I wear a black leather trench coat and I smell like Cheetos. I don't know what that was about, except that I really liked a kid who always wore a black leather trench coat and smelled like Cheetos.